We're back from taking a little break to get those Overdrive Initiative missions done. So quick shout out to Den, Monk, Tin, Darsh, Smooth, and anyone else that helped me get those done. Much appreciated. Welcome to Review Every Ship by CitizenCon 2024. The point is to give an update on every ship since some haven't had a video made about them in years, and others the information is simply too spread out to be helpful in making decisions. Remember, digital ships aren't imaginary, digital ships are necessary. Every month we do a giveaway. This month's giveaway prize will be a Hull A. To enter, subscribe to the channel, like or dislike a video, and leave a comment on a video from this month. For the full giveaway details, make sure you visit our Billionaire Ninjas Discord or our social media at Ninjas Leap. Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. We are still at the Drake manufacturer after all these days, and the next ships are the Drake Cutlass series and its 3 variants. Well, I guess you can count the steel, so that would make it 3.5. We have the Cutlass Black at 110 standalone, 100 war bond, same at concept, 1.4 million in game. The Red 135 standalone, 125 war bond, cost about 1.8 million in game. The Blue 175 standalone, 150 war bond, was the same at concept, cost about 2.5 million in game. The Steel 235 standalone, 210 war bond, was 210 at concept, cost about 1.4 million in game. The Cutlass series is time limited for purchase, except for the Cutlass Black, which is also the only one available for rent as of 3.22.1. For the sake of clarity, I will call each of these by their unique names, so I'll list them as the Black, the Red, the Blue, and Steel. Drake Interplanetary claims that the Cutlass Black is a low-cost, easy-to-maintain solution for local in-system militia units. The larger-than-average cargo hold, RIO seat, and dedicated tractor mount are, the company literature insists, for facilitating search and rescue operations. The Cutlass Red converts the standard cargo hold to a well-equipped medical facility, including an auto dock. This starbound ambulance features the Nav E7 Echo transponder, a long-range scanner, and a Secure Plus docking collar, making it ideal for search and rescue. This model also features a unique red crossbone skin. Sleek, mean, and royal, the Cutlass Blue adds missiles, a more aggressive engine, and Durasteel holding cells in the cargo bay to the standard model. The Cutlass Blue is the Outworld militia standard ship of choice for patrols. With the Cutlass Steel, Drake Interplanetary has once again reinvented their classic design to create a next-generation combat transport ship through the addition of dedicated jump seats and an expanded arsenal. It's a dangerous verse out there, and the Cutlass Steel is ready to cut a path through whatever stands in the way of you and your dedicated crew. The Cutty Brothers!
Well, Pan.
No, my name is Pam.
Are you saying Pan or Pam?
I'm saying Pam. Yeah, I'm sorry, who's this gentleman sitting behind you?
Hello, Ms. Lady.
I'm Dale. I'm Brennan's stepbrother, and I think I might be able to help with a Pan-Pam dilemma.
Yeah.
For measurements, the Cutlass Black is a length of 29, beam of 26.5, height of 10. The Red, Blue, and Steel are all the same, length 36, beam 26, height 10. For crew, the Cutlass series all have the same minimum crew, which is 1, except for the Red, which is both a minimum and maximum of 2, but these are odd numbers considering how many beds I've actually seen in the Red, which it seems that there's 4 beds, and it seems like you could bed log out of all of those. So I guess you have to take the crew numbers with a grain of salt, but I would expect there to be a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 3, unless it's the Red, which might have 4. So there's that. The Black carries 46 SCU, the Red has 12 SCU, the Blue has 12 SCU, the Steel has 0 SCU. The Cutlass Black has a top SCM speed of 165 and a max speed of 1114. The Cutlass Red has a top SCM speed of 183 and a max speed of 1198. The Cutlass Blue has a top SCM speed of 198 and a max speed of 1300. The Cutlass Steel has a top SCM speed of 150 and a max speed of 900. For weapons, the Cutlass Black comes stock with 4 size 3 weapons, including 2 ballistic Gatlings and 2 laser repeaters. It also has 1 dual size 3 man turret. It also has 8 size 2 missiles and 8 size 3 missiles. The Red replaces the stock ballistic Gatlings with laser repeaters and drops the turrets and missiles. The Blue replaces the stock laser repeaters with distortion repeaters, keeps the turrets, and completely changes the missile loadout to 24 size 2 missiles. The Steel comes stock with 2 size 3 weapons, 1 dual size 3 man turret, and 1 dual size 2 remote turret. It also has 8 size 2 missiles, and 8 size 3 missiles. For ship parts, the Cutlass all have the same parts. The whole series has 1 medium radar, 1 medium computer, 1 medium power plant, 2 medium coolers, 1 medium shield generator, 1 medium fuel intake, 1 medium fuel tank, a medium quantum drive, a medium jump module, and 1 medium quantum fuel tank. The hull HP for the black is 37,242, the red is 49,000, the blue is 51,252, the steel is 45,850, which are all above average for its class. The shields on the black are the Stop Civilian Grade C shields, which are bubble type shields. The shield pool is about 6,000 and it regens at 268 HP per second. The shields on the red are the Aspis Industrial Grade C shields, which are bubble type shields. The shield pool is the same and it regens the same. The shields on the blue are the Aspis Industrial Grade C shields, which are bubble type shields. The shield pool is the same and it regens the same. The shields on the steel are the Full Stop Military Grade C shields, which are bubble type shields. Shield pool is the same and it regens the same. For quantum capability, the black comes with Odyssey Civilian Grade C quantum drives. It travels 20 million miles in about 3 minutes and has a range of 124. That means it can travel to most places in the verse and return without needing to stop for fuel along the way. Just be careful when going from one end of the system and back because you'll be on fumes when you return. For quantum capability, the red and blue come with Bolon Industrial Grade C quantum drives. It travels 20 million miles in about 5 minutes and has a range of 74. That means it can travel to most places in the verse without needing to stop for fuel along the way. Again, just make sure you refuel before you attempt that return trip. For quantum capability, the steel comes with Crossfield Military Grade C quantum drives. It travels 20 million miles in about 2 minutes and has a range of 235. That means it can travel to most places in the verse and return without needing to stop for fuel along the way and should have plenty of fuel left after. Some special features for these ships are, well, let's start with the amenities they all have: at least 2 beds, a bathroom, a food prep station, weapon and armor storage, and a medium amount of personal storage for items. Now, the bathroom is kind of messed up right now, but you also don't need to use the toilet right now. So although it doesn't really have a toilet because of a weird issue, you also don't need to use the toilet. So I don't know how relevant that is until this ship gets its gold pass. Continuing, the red includes special ambulance spotlights, an echo scanner for finding bodies in space, a tractor beam, and 2 tier 3 medical beds. The black drops everything the red has except the tractor beam, but adds a 3rd bed and 6 drop seats, unless you have the weird bed issue thing that I'm having right now. The blue also has a 3rd bed, but no tractor beam. Instead, it has holding cells, a quantum dampener, red and blue police light. The steel has 18 drop seats and 5 size 1 mounted anti-infantry guns. Now it's time to rate this ship. A rating I rate from 1 to 10. My 1 is only by if you have a unique reason that is specific to you or because you like the looks of this ship. My 10 is if you have the money, this ship is almost guaranteed to be useful to you in the game. A 1 doesn't mean the ship is useless or ugly, and a 10 doesn't mean that this ship is perfect. Just remember, this is our rating. Please give us yours in the comments down below, or you can mail them to us at our studio under the sea. Yeah, just drop them in the water. We'll get it eventually. My rating for this ship is of course going to be handed out based on which variant we're looking at. The black is a 9, the red is an 8, the blue is an 8, the steel is a 3. Let's start with what I like about these ships. The Cutlass Black is the ultimate advanced starter ship. The red is the ultimate advanced starter for bunker running. The blue is one of the best bounty hunting ships even outside of advanced starters, and the steel is certainly one of the ships that exists. What I like about the black is that it has a little bit of all the things most people are interested in doing in Star Citizen. It can do a bit of dogfighting, a bit of cargo, a bit of multi-crew, a bit of piracy, a bit of bounty hunting, a bit of dropship, a bit of exploring, and it can fit a small vehicle. What I like about the red is that it has the 2 tier 3 beds, so you can bring a bunch of people with you and run in and out of bunkers getting shot and going back in while storing a bunch of guns in a box. It's just plain fun to heal and get right back into it and not worry about how many med pens or med guns you have. What I like about the blue is the fact that it doesn't sacrifice all its cargo to get jail cells, which allows it to still keep some multi-role gameplay. Also, this thing is way faster than I originally thought, making it really good at chasing down targets and escaping from smaller targets, which are its weakness. What I like about the steel is that it is dedicated to ground combat, and there just aren't that many ships in that category. So, the issues I have with all these ships. The Cutlass is just a bit plain on the interior for me, which is an issue I have with all Drake ships, so I can't really blame the Cutlass specifically. The Black's issues are its looks, the lack of maneuverability, and the limited power of the gun loadout. The Red just has a lack of weaponry, and I wish you could swap the 2 tier 3s for 1 tier 2 bed, because I don't currently have a reason to bring a Red instead of 2 C8R Pisces, and I feel like we don't have a legitimate step up from the C8R unless you jump all the way to the Apollo. The Blue is excellent, but I can't see me needing 12 cells. I just don't see me collecting that many bounties before returning to base. I also wish this ship was a bit more maneuverable. The Steel, it's just massively overpriced for the limited amount of what it can do. Great. You can do ground assaults, but what person is going to have 18 people with them and choose to get all those people into a Cutlass Steel? 10 times out of 10, I'm picking a Valkyrie over a Steel if I have 18 people, and specifically require a dropship. But even better, I'm hopping in an A2, which will do a lot more damage. You might say, well, what if I don't have that type of money? Bring 2 Cutlass Blacks, which is literally cheaper than 1 Cutlass Steel, and it has 6 drop seats in each. This ship is very specifically for people who are light on money and heavy on people in their org, and where ground combat is their greatest priority, and even still the ship is $235. That's not exactly cheap. I have yet to meet such a group, so I'm not sure why this ship was made, except to say, hey, wouldn't it be cool if those side doors had anti-infantry guns instead? So how would I fix these ships? The Black, I would sacrifice about 5,000 more HP if I could add either better maneuverability or for 1 pair of size 4 guns to replace 1 pair of those size 3s. And then it might get that 10. The Red needs the ability to swap the 2 tier 3s for 1 tier 2 bed and needs either a speed or shield upgrade. The Blue needs to drop to 9 cells and add back another 9 cargo to get to 21 SCU of cargo. It also needs either a maneuverability or weapon size upgrade. The Steel needs to be about $60 cheaper, and it needs to drop 6 of those drop seats and add 12 SCU of cargo. And again, it needs to be $60 cheaper. Without the $60 cheaper, nothing really fixes it. So who are these ships for? Well, pretty much anyone can use a Cutlass Black, which is why it's a 9. When it gets a gold pass, it might even jump to a 10. It will be one of the best ships in the game, and I don't really need to explain more than that. The Red is for groups of bunker runners and cave jumpers. The Blue is for 2 or 3 man bounty hunter groups who need a bit of flexibility. The Steel is for a group of people I have yet to identify. Maybe people who literally only care about the rule of cool and nothing else. I imagine using the Black as my I'm not sure what I want to do today, but I need a ship type of ship. The Red will be my low-cost ambulance for when I'm just setting up outposts. The Blue would be my chase down the criminals that just wronged my base type of ship. The Steel would be my target practice in Arena Commander. I know you're here for our rating, but if you really want a ship, go buy it. We won't stop you. Or even better, all ships can be earned in-game once the game releases, and some you can purchase in-game right now. These are just our ratings, but when you spend, it's your money. My opinion, the Cutlass series is one of the best ship series in the game, and you can't go wrong with any choice you make, unless it's the Steel. That being said, they are all very cheap to earn in-game, so I would suggest earning them in-game. But if you just can't wait and are willing to gamble the money away, well, you know what they say, always bet on Black. That is it for this one. Thanks for spending your time with us. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.